Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. Excited to actually do this video today. I've gotten this box in for like the past probably a week and a half, 2 weeks now. This is the new Kishi Razer V2 for the iOS. Yes, this one right here, I finally got it. If you've seen some of my older video, I did the Kishi V1, which, you know, I did a lot of like testing and comparison on it. And then version 2 came out. I did a comparison on it. Unfortunately, that version 2, it's only USB-C. And so what I wanted to do was I wanted to try on iPad mini. That's why I got that version, which I found out it does not fit the iPad mini at all. If you know, the iPad mini, the latest version has USB-C. And so that's the reason why I wanted to try that other version. Well, today I got me an iOS version in. I finally can test it on my iPhone 13 Pro Max and also iPhone 14 Pro Max right here, which is, I just got it a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, let's go ahead and unbox this thing today, test it with the case on, obviously, right? And let's see how it fares. I'm excited. Let's go. And voila. The new V2 from Razer. I'm not sure why it took them so long to release the iOS version, but probably because they were waiting on iPhone 14 to come out before they determine if they should use Lightning or not. So yeah. This is with the Lightning adapter. This is literally exactly the same as the USB-C version. If you are new to version 2, you're gonna know that they actually kind of copied the backbone design on this one right here, where it's no longer that little, what do you call it, the stringy type of design. Now it's a hard back. Well, basically what that means is that now it's not foldable anymore. I mean, the old one took about this much space right here. This one right here is gonna stay this way because this backing, the way they did the backing right here. So anyhow, with all the buttons and stuff like that, now the one thing that surprised me when I was looking at the V2 USB-C version is that there are some extra buttons right here that you can see. It's pretty cool. I mean, and the button feels so good right here too. Listen to it. See that? Feels pretty much the same as USB-C. If you've watched my other review, you know that this doesn't have as much of movement as version 1. It's almost, it's better than the backbone in my opinion, but it still has a lot of movement to it. The reason why I feel like on the thumbstick right here, especially on this side right here, if you play Call of Duty on iOS, you know that you're gonna need a lot more movement in order to get more accurate shot. If the movement is too small, if the thumbstick is too small, it's kind of like having really high DPI on the mouse, and so you can't really aim as well. Anyhow, that's just my opinion when I'm playing Call of Duty, but yeah. The click in feels really good too. Yeah, that feels good, sounds good. Other button feels solid, feels like a high quality product. Yeah, and you expand this, it says, has a Razer logo right there, which is pretty cool that they do that. All right, so I think this next test right here, this is what we're waiting for. And I have not used this at all, so I'm excited about this. iPhone 13 Pro Max, guys, with a case, all right? This case right here is fairly thick, so if you look at this right here, you see that? Pretty thick. So let's see if it'll fit into here. So first off, already, it won't fit because of the rubber piece, and which the rubber piece can be removed to fit bigger phones and so on and so forth. So I've removed both rubber piece right there. Now, my phone right here, it's way too big. So you see the camera bump right here is hitting up on it. So let's see how it fares here. But if you look at this, I'm stretching it, and it actually has plenty of room, which surprised me. They definitely made it bigger. So let's plug that in. I guess I need to turn on my phone too to find out. So as my phone is turning on, the case will actually go on right underneath this particular piece right here. You see that? So yeah, the case will go right underneath it, right there. Yeah. It is butting up against the camera bump though, for sure. That's the issue with this kind of design. Just letting you see like how much it arched back here with the camera bump and everything. All right. Let's start up a game real quick, like Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. Okay, so my first indication is that the controller actually does not work with this case at all. Okay, so yeah, there's no movement right here at all. You see that, right? Now let's go ahead and remove the phone from the case. So it does connect, because as soon as I plug it in, you can see that it's saying that there's an app associated with this, which is the Razer Kishi V2, which I'll check out later. All right, so look at this, okay? As soon as I plug it in, you see that? It says controller connected. As soon as I detach it a little bit, see that? It says controller disconnected. Yeah, it feels good in the hand. This does feel good. This does feel good. So anyway, that's is iPhone 13 right there. Again, this case right here that I have, let me just show you how thick the case is. The reason why it doesn't fit, guys, is because this part right here is too thick for it. So basically what that means is that the way that they built, here, let me do this right here and show you. The way that the lightning port extrude out, it's too short essentially for cases, and that's the reason why. Even though it'll hold a case in place, it doesn't get that connection to it. Okay, so iPhone 14 with a very thick case. So look at this. This case is humongous. It's not gonna fit at all. Yeah, I bought a really thick case, guys. Yeah, there's no connection to it. I can already tell. The reason why I can tell is because, yeah, see, because it doesn't pop up that message that say, hey, download the Razer Kishi V2 app. How does it fit on iPhone 14 Pro Max? Well, you already know that. It fits just fine. See, as soon as I plug it in, it tells me to download the Razer Kishi V2 app right there. So that's when I know it's, and there's a snap to it as well, by the way. There's a little snap to it. So yeah, I don't know if you know this or not, but I did take out the little rubber piece, even though I didn't have a case on there at all. Mainly because my iPhone 14 Pro Max is pretty big. There's no way that it would have fit in this this thick rubber right here. This is made for, like, you know, iPhone, the regular iPhone 14, maybe iPhone 14 Pro, maybe, I don't know. But the camera bump is fairly big on iPhone 14 Pro Max here. I would say it fit like perfectly in there, if you can see that. I mean, this right here snaps right into it. See that? So yeah, it fits perfectly for iPhone 14 Pro Max without a case. So I'm guessing my adventure right now would be trying to find the thinnest case that I can find that will fit on this Razer Kishi V2. So that's it right there, guys. That's pretty much my first look at the Razer Kishi V2 iOS version for iPhone 14 Pro Max. I'm gonna come back to you guys with another video, I'm pretty sure, once I find that perfect thin case. All right, So I hope this video helped you with the Razer Kishi V2, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.